baby is in the building. Let's get some lighting here so y'all can see me. Let's get this light together so the lighting is like team. Hey friends, I miss you guys. I am back in the building. Yes, I am going to do my show, my episode 73 show right now on this amazing, terrific Tuesday. I didn't come on Thursday because we're going to talk about that in a minute. Y'all know I was at the Jacksonville Urban Film and Music Festival, and boy, did we have us a good time. It was a 3-day festival, and I was here for every bit of it. So I got him to share back. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. How we doing today? And y'all heard me correctly. This is episode 73. Yes, I know y'all getting notified right now that Simply Carissa, aka Green Eye Sparkle Baby, is going live. So we're gonna let y'all come on in and come on in. Yeah, and also, did I get my little y'all know I like my little inspiration. I like to check out what Master P has to say. And so I like to I'm gonna kick off the show. Last time I forgot. I forgot to do my inspiration on the last show. So I'm gonna get my inspiration in right now, and then we're gonna kick off the rest of the show. But I like to, it's great to be inspirational and inspiring, y'all. We need that these days. But so I saw this on Master P's Instagram. Shout out, Master P. Keep posting on your Instagram. I love your motivation. He says, "Don't look back. You're not going that way. Why you keep looking back instead of moving forward? You keep wanting to tread back to way back when what it used to be. Stop looking back and move forward. Why you don't look back? If you're moving forward, why are you trying to look back? There's nothing back there. You think that because you want to replay history, or you want to replay time, and you keep going back. What you going back there for? Ain't nothing back there. Nothing but that cow pasture. So stop going back. Stop going back. We need to move forward. We need to move forward. Yes, y'all, come on in. Come on in. Welcome in, friends. Thank y'all for tuning in. And this is episode 73. Y'all come on in. Hey, we got Abanisha, Bashika, Abhashika. Y'all know who you is. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for tapping on that screen and loving on this live friend. This your girl, Green Eye Sparkle. I know I've been missing that action. I didn't come on Thursday with episode 73 because I was live at the Urban Film and Music Festival. So I said I'm coming on today because Thursday is episode 74. I'm not gonna get behind on my shows, y'all. And by the way, thank you for loving and liking on this live. If y'all are enjoying yourselves, and thank y'all for coming in, Jerry. I see you, Stephanie. I see you, friends. Thank y'all for coming in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, that like button, and subscribe to Green Eye Sparkle, baby, because it's always a vibe at Green Eye Sparkle. I was posting some shorts in regards to the film festival, and we gonna talk about that and get into it. Thank you. You said beauty. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, friends. Hey, Chucky. I see y'all. I see everybody. Now, listen. Let's talk about it. So, I want to get the sad stuff out the way, and we're gonna move into some of the, uh, a form of very debilitating disease that attacks. It's like your nervous system, your brain, your muscles, everything. It's when it starts, it goes quickly. So, child, y'all, this young man Chris Johnson, he was a 3-time Pro Bowler, running back. He was drafted in the first round by Tennessee. And so, he was a good player in his era, y'all. He did his thing, y'all. But reporting the sad news, he did develop the ALS, it's so well known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Now, it's interesting about, what happened to this young man because I know somebody who also has Lou Gehrig's ALS. They're in their 70s, but they just developed it. And when I tell you guys, I don't really know a lot about this Lou Gehrig's disease, but I will say this: once it hits or once it blossoms or whatever it does, it goes fast. You lose all your systems, all your functions real fast. So, for example, so it was like my childhood neighbor. We used to call her the neighborhood mom. She was all of a sudden falling, like she kept falling, y'all. Just tripping over things, just falling for no apparent reason, just falling. It went from falling to like her hands or her motor sisters senses in her hands were going. Her speech started slurring. It's like soon as one thing first it was with the falling, it started rapidly progressing, y'all. So I just want to say, I'm praying that hopefully at some point that there's a cure for ALS. Because it is a debilitating disease, and when it hits that system, it just tears down the whole muscular system. So I hope and pray that this running back I praying that this running back, he continues to get the medical treatment that he needs. And once again, that was Chris Johnson. He was a Pro Bowler. He was a first round pick with Tennessee, 3-time Pro Bowler. Let me put some respect on his credentials. He can't even pick up his little girl. He tried to pick up his daughter for her 7th birthday. She, turned 7 years old. He wanted to pick her up. He couldn't do that because what it does is it attacks your muscular system. Your brain function start going, your speech. So I pray all is well and that he can get the treatment that he needs, y'all. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, get gaming. I see y'all friends. Hey, you said pray for you. You just got a BBL. Oh my gosh. I pray that you didn't. I pray that you didn't go under that. Oh no. I will pray for you because those if you joking, I hope you are. To each his own, but those BBLs are dangerous, and doctors and surgeons will tell you that. Some will and some won't. Now, if they want that fast dollar, in my humble opinion, they're not going to tell you how dangerous they are. A true story. This even made Netflix what I'm about to tell y'all, so y'all can come on in the room. Y'all can come on in the room. My cousin actually made that show that was on Netflix. I don't even remember the name of it, but she died on the table, unalive. Who I better say unalive? She was unalive on that operating table from trying to get a BBL. It was the saddest thing. 26 years old, two young kids, they were babies. When she went in, she wanted to get a mommy makeover, I guess, and she wanted the whole 9 yards with the BBL, the y'all know what I'm talking about. The front, the augmentations. She wanted that. She wanted the BBL. She wanted all of that. And she was unalived on that table. All I can say is whoever said that, I pray that you did not. And I pray that if you did, all is well. They are really dangerous. Some people make it through with flying colors. Some people can go and sit down and get cut up, chopped up, and inflated, and they walk away fine. Some people, they it doesn't work for them. And the unfortunate thing, like my little cousin, if she was my baby cousin, she was 26 years old. She didn't even have body fat. She was real slender, real thin. Her body fat, she probably was like 0.5 body fat. So just be careful. You probably was joking in good fun, but I would tell y'all before y'all go trying to make y'all bodies look like somebody else, because y'all see how their bodies looking on the award shows. We're gonna talk about the BET Awards, so hello somebody. But I just want to share some words of wisdom. Baby, your body is beautiful the way it is. Now, if you want to do something, y'all wanna really get y'all body yada yada right, and y'all want to look like the top tier A-listers, go power walking. Get out and get the legs moving. Get them legs moving. Do some fast power walking. Try that way to start falling off. You're gonna start sweating all that water off. Cause see, if all you do, if you drink a lot of soft drinks, and you sip a lot, you start, retaining some water fluid. Get that water fluid off. See, so when you start power walking, that water, that sweat, that's gonna get some of it off. Then the next thing you do you some squats, y'all. Now, some of y'all want that microwave quick fix routine of going under the knife. Some of y'all are willing to take the time. It takes time. Small steps, big changes. You start off walking a little bit at a time. If you can't do much the first time, start anyways. Get those steps in. Y'all can take y'all phone, and if y'all got a smartphone, y'all can download the Heart Health app. It's a little hard. It'll track your steps. It'll tell you how many calories you burn. See, sometimes we got to understand Everything that's a quick fix isn't the easy, it's not the easy that you think in the long run. We really don't know the proven scientific background enough, in my humble opinion. These are my opinions of the long-term effects of all these things that are being injected into our body. Like some people, they getting these fillers. First of all, all of a sudden, and this is my humble opinion, they injecting their cheeks. And then they do, then there's, it looks like the face is deformed because then it's like, I mean, everybody can do what they want to do because, if whatever makes you happy, if that makes you happy, bless you. I come from the old school of, I'm a workout, I'm a sweat, I'm gonna make it do what it do because your face will actually start trimming up and looking real classy based when you start walking and exercising, burn some calories. Let's get, and then start doing them squats. Y'all do them squats. Child, them squats be hurting y'all. I'm just saying. But no pain, no gain. I say this, it was him who said they wanted a BBL. Him and G Sharp Dolo. He got a long handle. I see this him. So Mr. Him man. I listen. Don't be going. I think you. I don't know. I think you were joking, but I know that for me, you just like to subscribe. Oh, thank you, red and blue. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all, yes, y'all share out my live and let them know Green Eye Sparkle Baby 100 is in the building. Like and subscribe to this channel. Thank y'all so very much. We got 4 thumbs up. Let's make it 5, friends. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. Thank y'all so very much. But I just got to tell the truth to shame the devil. I don't know if they came in my chat and they were joking. But that tell you what, going on that table underneath that knife is no joking matter. Sometimes we get fascinated with what we see. It's so much AI creator. I like to use AI, trying to work and figure out this AI thing. But sometimes y'all thinking they got these perfect bodies. They don't paint brush. They don't scrape brush. They don't took the whole paintbrush set and on brushed, airbrushed, and everything else to make them bodies look like they look. So I would say this: don't be so caught up wanting to carve your body up, trying to have that perfect body. Your body is amazing. Your body is beautiful. If y'all want to fine tune some things, get out and exercise. You know why a lot of, in my humble opinion, but it ain't my humble. The medical research backs it. When there is no exercise, no cardio, and no eating healthy in your diet and in your sedentary life, yo, that's how those ailments catch up with you. So before we go running and sliding underneath some kind of operating table, talking about we want to chisel this out and chisel this in, good healthy walking exercise. I got a shout out for y'all. Let me tell y'all a story, y'all, real fast, and we gonna keep it moving and groove. Yeah, I like y'all. I miss y'all, and I'm so happy I'm back in the building to chit chat with y'all. So when I was in college, right, I had a good friend, childhood friend. We both went to the same college. I used to walk all the time, power walk exercise. And she said she wanted to, she said, "Oh girl, you doing all that exercise. I'm gonna come with you one day. Where you going?" I said, "I'm going to the park. I'm going to a park." It was a, how they have the recreational parks, the national parks, where they have those the trails. So I said, "Well, I'm going on a nature trail and I'm getting ready to get my walk on." "Oh, girl, I'm coming with you." Child, y'all listen. My friend, let me tell you what she did. She laced up her shoes. Child, she said she was ready. I was stretching. I said, it's very important that you stretch. Don't just start walking without stretching your legs or stretching your muscles, right? And I was stretching. She said, "Oh, you doing all that before you start walking?" I said, "Sure, I am." You want to make sure your muscles are loose before you start power walking. So when I stretched my muscles and they got warmed up and I warmed up and I was ready, I took off, y'all, with power walking. But my power walking speed is almost as if I'm running, but I was power walking. She said, "Oh my God." She said, "If I would have known that I was going to be walking with Jane Fonda, I wouldn't agreed to come on this walk with you." Tell y'all, listen, it was hilarious. She was wore out the first 3 minutes. We ain't even get in the walk good the first 3 minutes. She told me, "Go ahead on." She will eventually catch up with me at the end. It might take her some time, but she gonna finish the course. But she said, "Don't be looking for her, as soon as I'm done with my walk." She said she coming. It was the funniest thing, you guys. I will never forget that. It was, the college years were some good years. I was just exercising. I was trying to get, like I said just now, I keep my body in shape by doing the exercise. You got to put in the work, friends. Everybody want this microwave society quick fix. Yeah, they doing these shots now. Then all the different shots, in my humble opinion, some people needed medical obesity needs those shots. I'm talking about some of y'all that know good and step and fetching well. All the weightlifting you've been doing is lifting that fork, and then you don't want to go outside and exercise. If you lifting a fork, you're gonna get muscles in your fingers, but you're not gonna get the muscles in your legs and your arms like you need. So go on outside. Walking is good for you. I don't understand this. Like everybody running to me, they want their shot, they want to get real skinny. That's a quick fix. You get putting all that stuff in your body instead of getting outside and exercising. Walking is good for you. You got to get yourself moving. There are some older friends, the fly ageless friends, and they 85, 90, 86, 90 years old, and they can move faster than some 30-year-olds that sit around and just eat and don't exercise. It's true. Y'all can look it up on the social media. They walking around, they doing good because they exercise, they keep their bodies healthy, and they move. We got so fascinated with social media, and I know I'm a content creator. I'm on social media too. But I will tell you this: I put in the work. I eat right. I exercise. It's okay to splurge. I know I celebrated this weekend because we getting ready to talk about that first. I celebrated this weekend, and yeah, I'm gonna get right on back into drinking my lemon water. But I had to celebrate, y'all. Y'all want to know what I was doing? I attended the Jacksonville Urban Film and Music Festival. All right, shout out to Jayville, Duval County. And listen, when I tell you guys, I had the best weekend ever. I met some really nice, innovative, creative people. I mean, I was on panels. Shout out to the amazing team that put that film festival together. I was invited to talk on a panel. Why was Green Eye selected to talk on a panel, y'all? Little old me. Well, little old me is the director of that. Now at that time it was nominated best feature film, but at the end of the show on Saturday night, child, my movie was nominated, not nominated, won best feature film. Okay, not just nominated, but we won. So shout out to Darion McGee. He's the movie producer. He believed in my work. He brought me on as the director of I Suck at Dating. It's a romantic comedy. Y'all gonna have to check it out. It's coming real soon to the television near you. Tubi, Prime, it's gonna get picked up on some other streaming apps, y'all. So y'all stay tuned. What you said, Red and Blue, you said, I love this. This is so cool. You love it. Thank you, friend. I like to tell things like an ITS. See, some people don't be wanting to tell the truth. Some people don't want to tell the truth, Red and Blue, about exercising. Exercising works. The proof is in the pudding. A lot of people, they reduce their hypertension once they start exercising and walking. If you sit around and eat high sodium all day, you don't exercise, you retain fluid. Next thing you know, it messes with your heart. So you got to drink a lot of water and you exercise. A lot of people, what they don't know is these the folks that's getting all these BBLs and all these augmentations, sucking fat out, moving fat to other places. They want this, they want that. They can have the same body through regular, normal exercise. I'm talking about the ones that are not medically obese. I'm talking about the ones that's watching people go under the knife and they keep getting all this work done to their bodies. I had a cousin that passed away. She was unalive because she was 26 years old. She had zero fat on her body, but she wanted to look like the social media. In my humble opinion, I think she just I guess they call them mommy makeovers. You can do a mommy makeover, but work out. If you take those babies and you need to hold them and strengthen your arms, hold them. Get your exercise by holding your baby. I don't know. I'm just not. Everybody can do what they want to do, friends. These are my humble opinion and my words. I ain't trying to take no money at no physician's pocket. In my humble opinion, just I feel that the normal way to lose weight and eat healthy works for me. I see you, Mick Swagger. Hey. Yes, yes, yes. Mick Swagger. Shout out to my moderator who just slid up in here. Hey, friend. They go Mick Swagger. He said, if you work for it, you will appreciate it more. Amen to that. If you work for it. So what happens is, because I got friends that have done this too, friend. Let me tell y'all something. I know friends that have had these procedures where they literally had invasive surgery. They've had their what they call it, clip their stomach or remove part of their stomach so they can lose weight, but they were not what they call it, morbidly, they were not that astronomically overweight, y'all. But they let these they've had these medical procedures where their stomach was cut, or that the gastro, they cutting. All that stuff is so intrusive. Now, if it's gastric bypass, thank you. See, that's why I love when my moderator come here, because I be talking, and sometimes I'm talking, I'm trying to get the thoughts out, and I love when my moderator, thank you, Miss White, he come on in and he gets me straight. Gastric bypass, yeah, getting this gastric bypass right. And let me tell y'all what happens, because that's not normal. you know our bodies, I'm glad that it's wonderful for the evolution of the medical sciences. I'm not knocking that. What I am knocking is folks that honestly, they doing it because they want a quick fix. We live in a microwave society. When you have a quick fix mindset, you want that microwave society, you press that button and it's done. Sometimes on the back end, you gonna pay for that quick microwave quick fix. Friends, they had the gastric bypass. Some of them had the stomach cut. Some of them had the stomach clip. And guess what happened after so many months? Yeah, they were losing the weight, right? And they think they're gonna maintain. Okay, if that's not even your normal weight, that weight came back triple times over. So they lost weight for a few months. You said you missed me, sir. You haven't been here. Listen, I wasn't on last Thursday, Miss Swag. I wasn't on because I was at the Urban Film and Music Festival. But y'all don't struck a nerve, and I'm gonna get on back over there to my music festival, film festival. I just want to say, I don't know, in my humble opinion, and I'm not talking about medically obese folks or nothing like that. I'm talking about social media. I'm talking about the social media folks that they want a quick fix because they see everybody on the social media. So I like to call this the social media diet. I'm talking about everybody that's on that social media diet. And the social media diet is they rather go under a knife instead of go get some physical activity and drink plenty of water to get their health back on track. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the medically. I'm talking about the social media diet. Social media diet is you go get your face inflated, you get all this stuff done, and it teaches its own. So like I said, I ain't judging nobody. I just wish that we could have more healthy behaviors, physically eating healthy versus the social media quick fix. I think that would pay off better in the long run, because the long term effects of all this all these invasive surgeries, the weight comes back 5 times faster if there's no system in place to maintain keeping that weight off. Just my humble opinion. I don't even know how we got on that way. I don't even know how we got on it, but I mean, it rolled off, and it is what it is. I don't know why it came up, but it did. Somebody out here needed to hear it. I know this is global and worldwide. So for all our little darlings out there, all the teenagers, everybody that's watching, all the young ladies, even in their y'all listen. Go outside in the great sunshine, in the sunny, beautiful weather, and that's how you get your body look if you want it to look. Now listen, yeah, you say, yeah, if it's life threatening, it's understandable. But if you're doing it just to look a certain way, that's different. Yeah. And like I said, I ain't judging nobody, but there are some celebrities that regret that they ever had it. Cause now they have to have more and more procedures to undo what they did. So what happens is they spend more and more money on medical expenses because they did it. And now they regret it because they want to look like somebody that they weren't, portraying to be somebody. You know what? Be your true selves. And let's not, when you're your true self, you don't have to have the imitation of life. Imitating somebody. Ooh, wait a minute. Imitation of Life is actually a movie. I remember that movie. Yeah, that Imitation of Life, but that was a whole different reason. That movie was talking about something different. It just came up when I said imitation of life. They'll go outside and be active. Period. Thank you, Mick Swagger, for that. Now listen, y'all, we gonna get on back. It's free to take a run every day. Come on and tell them, Mick Swagger. I love that one. Now listen, y'all. So back over here, let me go back to my regularly scheduled program. So the Jacksonville Film Festival, y'all. So day one, it was networking, meet and greet. I was on a panel, enjoying great discussions. They were asking me about the movie. Day two, day two was actually the everybody watching all the movies that were selected for the film festival. So that was a great treat to see the movies. I was trying to watch the movies, you know. I went in to watch the movie that I was representing. I Suck at Dating. It's a romantic comedy. Y'all got to check it out. Y'all got to check it out. But anyways, so when my movie was finished, I wanted to stay and watch the other movies. Child, y'all, listen. I was called out the movie theater because they said, I had interviews to do. They said, we need you to come down. You got interviews. But I didn't understand why I had so many interviews. Well, now I know. So they were interviewing every opportunity they could get. Why? Because the movie actually, I didn't know it. They didn't tell anybody the movie won. And so they were just, doing different interviews. And so, long story short, fast forward to Saturday evening. Saturday in the evening was the award show. I'm sitting, child. I was dressed cute. Y'all check out my shorts. I did shorts with it, friends. Y'all got to go check out my shorts. So yeah. So I was dressed. I had my little zhush on, y'all. Oh, as a matter of fact, friends, listen, y'all, I wore this. This is what I wore to the movie screen when they were showing the movie. I had on my sheet me. Y'all like it? Listen, y'all can get this jumpsuit. It's a cute jumpsuit. It's got the drawstring in the middle where y'all can pull it in if y'all want y'all waist looking like an hourglass. Child, listen. No assembly required. You just pull the string, honey, and tie it in a bow and get your whole life. But this is available in my TikTok shop. Sheet me. Child, y'all can get this vintage look. Y'all can get any style y'all want. And if y'all get it today, it's on deals for you. It's a great special. It's discounted. And y'all listen, free shipping. Y'all come on in and grab y'all outfit. Y'all check out my TikTok shop. It's Green Eye Sparkle. Y'all got to do is look for Green Eye Sparkle Baby 100. That is my TikTok shop handle. Follow, jump in my shopping bag, honey, and get y'all whole life. But yeah, this is what I had on. Y'all can see the whole outfit once y'all go to my shorts. Y'all will see it, friends. But listen, y'all. So at this award show, right? It was also music because the first day there were some music industry folks that were doing their panel discussion, talking about all these great artists. But the cool thing was Saturday night. Shout out to 95 South Boys. The 95 South Boys, they got their wonderful achievement award. 95 South, if y'all don't know who this group is, y'all might remember the song Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Hunt with it, hunt with it. Well, I didn't know y'all. They from Jacksonville. They from Duval County, and they got a prestigious award. Now, this urban film and music festival was held at the Ritz. The Ritz museum. This museum was so beautiful. Let me put some respect on it. The Ritz Museum and Theater. Now, the museum holds a lot of amazing artifacts, a lot of amazing collections in the African American side, y'all. It was so amazing. I'm telling y'all, I was blown away at this museum. But let me get back to the conversation at hand. So the 95 South Boys, they won their achievement award. So inside the museum, they had this glass case featuring their gold album. Child, they had a bleed out jersey from the Jaguars. Shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That jersey was fancy. It was all blinged out with the numbers 9 and 5 on the front. So 95 was on the front of this Jacksonville Jaguars jersey. It looked real classy, basically. I said, ooh, I need to get me one. But I'm not a Jacksonville fan, y'all. Shout out to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We better do something this year or they're going to hear me fussing. But nevertheless, so they had all their accolades and awards in this museum, and they were awarded a prestigious award. So I just want to say congratulations to all the winners from the Jacksonville Urban Film and Music Festival. Everybody looked very nice. Everyone was eloquently dressed. It was classy based. It was I really enjoyed myself, and just to put the icing on the cake, it felt great to be the winner of the best feature film. I Suck at Dating. That was, I'm gonna clap for myself. That was absolutely amazing. So yes, friends, yes. Uh, Jack, what you say, Mick Swagger? You say you a star? I mean, I'm green eyes sparkle, baby. I'm green eyes sparkle. This episode 73. Yeah, I'm a humble, grateful servant of what I do. I love content creating. I love doing movies. I'm an actress. I'm a movie director. I'm a model. I'm a content creator. I just love being in front of you guys. It brings me great joy to share my energy and the love for what I do with you guys. So, yeah, you said I'm a star. I say I'm simply Carissa, aka Green Eye Sparkle. So, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's my moderator. Shout out to Mick Swagger. I mean, whatever you want to say. But I take great pride in the craft and the art of acting, directing, content creating. You know, I feel like if you have a dream, you dare to take the first step forward to pursue your dreams. Now, persevere. We just talked about microwave society, how people want things quick fix. They want it right now, right now. Listen, you got to persevere in your dreams. Sometimes you're going to get a lot of no's before you get a yes. And if you persevere, you will succeed. I've been on this journey, y'all. I've been on this journey for a few years. I've been on this journey for a few years. And you know what? I'm reaping the benefits of the hard work. Acting classes, flying from the East Coast to the West Coast for master acting classes. Like, you got to put in the work. Some people want things right now. They say, "Oh, I want to be in a movie too." And then, when it's audition time, they looking at the paper like, "What? You want me to read this?" I thought all I had to do was smile and be on the camera. Friends, there is work to be done. If you talking about you want to be an actress, you want to be in a movie, that takes time. I know it looks easy when we watching the movie and we eating our popcorn, but you got to put the work in, friends. We got to put in the work. Now let's keep it moving because we ain't talked about we had to talk about the BET Awards, friends. We ain't got to the BET Awards, but I had to shout out the Jacksonville Jaguar. I said Jaguars, Lord have mercy. The Jacksonville Urban Film and Music Festival. Shout out to all the creators, all the people who were behind the work. There were three amazing ladies that I met over the weekend. They were powerhouses, executive producers. They had a great production team that put on. Child, y'all, let me show y'all. Child, y'all, I had my Jacksonville. Let me make sure it's not a glare on it. I had my Jacksonville all access pass, y'all, from all the events. So shout out to the production team that put this festival on. It was a good time. Now listen, so we come back around on Sunday and we got the BET Awards. Oh yes. Now I'm gonna have to, because I was traveling. I was traveling when the BET Awards came on. So I know they're getting ready to have them reruns. I know the reruns are coming. They're gonna play it over. They're gonna play it over and over and over again. I know they're gonna play it over and over again. So I can't wait for that. I'm gonna watch it, y'all. I'm gonna watch it. But listen, child, what an amazing honor. Tiana Taylor, Icon of the Year Award, and the one and only Janet Jackson herself presented this prestigious award to Tiana Taylor. Oh, I know Tiana was overjoyed. She was sobbing, she was crying. It was the ugly cry too, y'all. She wasn't trying to be cute or classy based. Child, Tiana Taylor had that ugly cry going on, the nose running and everything. Why nobody had a tissue for that young lady? Somebody should have had a tissue. And I know, like, I learned my lesson this weekend too, because I had a purse with me, and they said, "What are you doing carrying this purse around?" Everywhere I went, I was holding on to the purse. They said, "Girl, if you don't give us this purse," it was like the production team. I was like, "Well, I take a purse with me because I got my keys. I got my wallet and everything." They said, "You don't go on no red carpet with no purse." Well, Tiana Taylor, I said, I guess she didn't have her purse, but a friend should have had a purse with some Kleenex. Why they let her just sit there with her nose and eyes running like that, y'all? Her makeup, she was just looking too cute. She was looking like a princess. I love that blue. That cobalt blue looked good on Tiana Taylor. Shout out to the designer who made that dress for Tiana, because Tiana was looking cute. Her hair was bone straight. I like that look that Tiana Taylor had, y'all. Oh, she was looking real cute and classy based, y'all. Y'all need to give that girl her props. She said she's been in the industry for 20 years and finally she's being recognized. Let me tell y'all something. I got to say this, child. I'ma laugh. When I first was introduced to Tiana Taylor, it was with Tyler Perry and that what y'all put it in the chat. What is the name of that movie that Tyler Perry made? Tiana Taylor was in it, but she would say this. Brian, yeah, that was the boyfriend, right? And every time she was looking for the boyfriend, which by the way was the father of the child that she had in the movie. So every time she would look for him or she wanted to get on their last nerve, she would go, Brian, yeah. Yeah, who? If y'all know the name of that movie, y'all come on and break through the third wall, because all y'all like that looking and watching right now. Y'all put it in the chat. What's the name of that movie that Tiana Taylor played in? She was with Tyler Perry. And what's the name? Cassie Davis played in it too. Loretta Devine played in it. Do y'all know the movie I'm talking about? And like I said, Lauren London played in it too. Y'all know the movie I'm talking about. Y'all just might as well get in the chat and tell me the movie. But anyway, Tiana heard the speech before she came up to receive that award, done by the one and only. Can often attempted people often try to duplicate her, imitate her, but she could never be duplicated, y'all. I'm talking about Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson came in. Janet Jackson was so classy based, y'all. Janet Jackson came in there. She walked so gracefully. Janet, everything about her, it exudes. She commanded that room when she walked on that stage. The confidence. Janet is 60 years old, y'all. And did y'all see how Janet was looking? Janet gracefully glided across that stage and was clapping. Like I said, I ain't seen all of it. So I went on my Instagram and I got clips of the BET Awards so I could talk about it, because I knew everybody gonna be talking about these BET Awards, child. But I saw how Janet strolled across that stage with her Tupac on her shirt. Janet looked classy based, sophisticated. Janet ain't have to twerk. Janet didn't twerk. Janet didn't have butt cheeks out. Janet was dressed very gracefully. Janet was looking flying ageless. And she presented that award to Tiana Taylor. No, I mean, hands down, better than no other else could do it. Janet Jackson did that. Y'all need to give Janet Jackson her mad respect. Janet did that when and the thing about it is, my understanding, y'all, allegedly, y'all put it in the chat if y'all know where Janet at. But Janet is on tour. My understanding is she was in Asia and flew from Asia and came back. Y'all, if y'all liking this live, I thank y'all for that thumbs up. Y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up if y'all enjoy this real time all the way live stream. Y'all let me know by hitting that thumbs up, friends. But anyways, y'all, my understanding is Janet Jackson was in Asia and she flew in to present this award to Tiana. Tiana was sobbing and crying, but like I said, to my point, why they didn't have a napkin, why somebody didn't have something, because she was messing up her beautiful makeup. She was sobbing to no end. Finally, somebody gave her a napkin. Y'all ain't want her to be up there with her acceptance speech with the nose running. Y'all were wrong for that. Where was her PAT? Where were the I'm just saying, she was still cute, y'all. But I'm just saying, it was a moment in time. It was so surreal. I truly believed, I truly believe Tiana was overwhelmed and overjoyed. She did not know Janet Jackson was going to present her with that award. I think that was kept real top secret. But she's been in the game. She said she's been in the game for 20 years, y'all. So I feel like she deserved that honor and the recognition that she received. Now, let's talk about Lauryn Hill. I like Lauren Hill. I like Lauren Hill's hair. Lauren Hill, you know, I go way back to that Sister Act when she played with Whoopi Goldberg in the Sister Act. I knew that she was a force to be reckoned with because Lauren Hill could sing. I like when they had the Fugees together. That was a real good group, y'all. The Fijis, ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'ma find you. and make you want me. Child, you can't run away. Child, my voice is hoarse, y'all. I already did my shoppable live on my TikTok shop. And like I told y'all, if y'all like this, y'all check out my TikTok shop. I got some real cute fashions. Y'all just look for Green Eye Sparkle Baby 100 on the TikTok. I appreciate the follow. And y'all check out my shop and get y'all whole life over there, friends. But Lauren Hill, she received the Living Legend Award. Wow, Living Legend Award. There were a lot of amazing stars who did the tribute to Lauryn Hill. Child, they had Queen Latifah, they had SZA, they had Doechii. Child, she had a lot of friends. What's her name? Nas. There were a lot of friends on that stage giving a tribute to Lauryn Hill. She's a living legend icon. They said that they got that right. Lauryn Hill been in the game a long time, and I think there were some other friends too. I mean, it was so many of them. I know I don't left some people out, so don't hold it to my heart, y'all. I'm just giving y'all a snippet of the presentations of the awards and everything, y'all. Uh-huh. Listen, yes, honey, the BET Awards, they were on and popping, and you know what? It's great to hear nothing but positive vibes, you know, spinning around the BET Awards. Shout out to T.I. T.I. opened it up. He better let him know. You gotta let him know. I like that song. I don't know the words, y'all. Spin got y'all. Ti came out. He did his thing. Shout out to Ti opening up the BET Awards. Drewski needs to come back. Drewski, I saw the clips of Drewski with his presentation. He was a breath of fresh air. I think Drewski did a good job. Now, this is what I tell y'all: dream, dare, persevere, and you will succeed. Drewski was social media content, like Casanat. Drewski did the same thing. They were rising content creators. If you say that you want to do it, you say that you want to be a content creator, put in the work, put in the time, y'all. It will come to fruition. But don't think because you do it one time that you're gonna take off. It takes time, it takes grooming, and maybe, hey, maybe you will take off one time on the first time. All I know is this. If you put in, if you got a dream and you dare to put that first foot forward and you continue to work through it, you will succeed. That's all I know, friends. That's all. I've been talking so much, child, y'all. I'm 42 minutes in, y'all. This almost a whole hour show. I miss my friends. Y'all know I only normally do about 30 minutes. But today was a special day because we had so many awards. The film festival, we had the BET Awards. Yeah, I talked a little bit about the NFL, but it's been today a busy I talked about, staying healthy. Let's fly ageless by taking care of ourselves, y'all. I don't know where that download came from about instead of all this quick fix surgery. But let's try to do it the healthy way. Let's stay from under those knives unless it was a medical emergency, y'all. I don't know. These are my humble opinions as I close out. My Tuesday motivation to you guys is, I had this dream about I wanted to do something different. I was in another career for 30 years and I wanted to do something different. I had a dream ever since I was a little kid. I always watched and was fascinated by the actors on TV. I used to watch What's Happening with D, Rerun, Hey, Hi, Hi, Roger. I used to watch all of that. And I always had a dream that I too wanted to be in movies. I too wanted to be on TV. I did a 30-year career, did a whole 360, started taking acting classes, started tip. Fast forward, this is the second award. The first award came from the Fear Fame Film Festival, where I was actually, I didn't win it, but I was nominated Best Actress in a Short Film. I feel like it's a win when you're nominated. I feel like that's an honor as well. Then the Virginia Film Festival, the movie that I directed, the one that just won the Urban Film Festival for Best Feature Film. Well, it won Best Soundtrack in Virginia. All I say is this as I close out, y'all, don't forget to hit that like button, friends. I could use y'all like and support. Don't forget to follow and subscribe, y'all. All I'm saying is this: if you guys have a dream and you're passionate about it, don't let anything get in the way of you achieving your goals. Sometimes we pursue things, and then when life starts life, you let it go. I say don't let it go. You try to work through whatever it is, work over that hill, and keep going and pursue your dreams. You never know what that turnout, that return on investment is going to be. You have a return on investment in the time that you put in. You put the time in, the return on investment will show you some greatness. That's all my time, friends. Y'all have been great. I'll see y'all later. Oh, episode 74 will be on and popping on Thursday. Don't think I'm not going to turn on my camera, y'all. I'm going to see y'all Thursday. All right, friends. Bye.